Well, this match is from the top half of the draw, and we can see that this is the last second round match to take place in this half. We can see that the Olympic champion Victor Axelsen is safely through. If you were with us earlier, you would have enjoyed that one. The world champion Lo Ken-yu has beaten Popov in 2 straight games, and Li Sijia, who's had such a good start to the year, 2 finals in his last 3 tournaments, he's safely through as well. Well, listen to the roar for the Olympic bronze medalist Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. Trying to reach a second quarter-final at his home event.
Hans-Kristian Solberg Vittinghus, Denmark.
Only previous quarter-final was 7 years ago when he'd come through the qualifying as an 18-year-old. But here, his opponent, Hans-Kristian Vittinghus, playing in his 13th consecutive Indonesia Open. Vittinghus, who first played this event the second year of the Super Series, 2008, lost in the qualifying. 3 quarterfinals, 2012, 14, and again last year when he lost out to Lo Ken-yu, who went on to reach the final. Well, this is one of the matches that the fans have been waiting to see. I was talking to some of the fans before coming into the arena, and they were looking forward to this one and the Minions, the men's doubles.
Okay, so Anthony, would you like to call red
this
or black?
Is only the second meeting between
red,
these two, and Vittinghus has won
red.
the only previous encounter. But you have to go back over 4 years to the quarterfinal of the Malaysian Masters 500. 45 minutes for that victory in Kuala Lumpur, 21-19, 21-16. Well, I actually bumped into Vittinghus earlier today at the hotel. Absolutely delightful young man, chatting to me about the atmosphere in the arena as we look first of all at Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. 25 years of age from Chimahi, and he's the 4th of 5 children. Brought up at the same badminton club as Taufik Hidayat, currently number 6 on the world rankings, but did spend 4 weeks as world number 3. As I was saying, he was an 18-year-old, the only time he's reached the quarter-final previously. And in the first round, he beat Tommy Sugiyato. That was on Tuesday, so he's had a day off. It ended up very close in that second game, but he had been 17-13 up, and it all got rather tight in the end. Hans-Kristian Vittinghus is 36 years of age, born in Friedrichshafen, in the northeast coast of Jutland. 21 on the world rankings at the moment, but as you can see, he has been a top 10 player, as high as 11 weeks in total across 2 different spells, number 8 in the world. But we're going back to 2014 and 15 for when he was last in the top 10. Now, in the first round, he beat the 2019 World Championship bronze medalist Saeed Bamidipati of India, 2 straight games. And it's his 5th tournament of the year. For his opponent, Ginting, it's the 6th tournament of the year as we look at our court officials from Australia and Malaysia. Well, when Ginting won his bronze medal in Tokyo at last year's Olympics, lost in the semi-final to Chen Long, who then lost in the final. Thomas Stangård, coach, And in the bronze medal playoff, many people will remember him playing against Kevin Corden of Guatemala. What a tournament the left-handed Guatemalan had. Quite extraordinary. Who would have put money on that prior to the start of the Olympic Games? Very few, I suspect.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Hans-Kristian Solberg, Vittinghus, Denmark. And on my left, Sinisuka, Ginting, Indonesia. Sinisuka, Ginting to serve, level, play.
Oh, what a shot. Well, I think that one of the issues for Vittinghus will probably be the speed of his opponent.
Yes, I totally agree. It's going to be difficult to weather the storm, so to speak.
So we shouldn't really read anything into their only previous meeting 4 years ago.
I don't think so. That was, in my opinion, it was before Ginting really got his breakthrough, which I think he got during the Asian Games, where he put pressure on Momota and beat him also in the individual tournament. I don't know, maybe he'd done something spectacular earlier on, but he's always been a good player, but that was the first time he, in my opinion, really roped himself into the top group.
Yeah, that's well taken. I would agree with you. He did win the Korean Super Series back in 2017, beating Jonathan Christie in the final. But so it was a Super Series event. I mean, you talking about the Asian Games in this very arena where he was playing against top players. He led Indonesia's challenge in the team competition, so he was playing all the other top players. And to still come away with a bronze medal, I thought was, I agree with you, I think that was probably the breakthrough.
And both for him and Jonathan Christie, the way I see it, they were the youngsters, they were selected very early to represent Indonesia. Thomas Cup 2016, they were in the final, Christie was deselected, and Anthony Ginting lost to Janno Jorgensen, so that there were other top players. Lin Dan was still playing, Chung Wei was probably also still playing around that time.
2-4.
Actually, I think maybe that was the time when Lee Chung Wei got ill, so there was room for new stars.
Well, Vittinghus has already publicised the fact that this is quite possibly his last Indonesia Open, because he's going to retire at some point next year.
Yeah. He hasn't said exactly when it's going to be. I think it's going to depend on playing strength, injury woes, selections.
Yeah.
5-4.
He's been a big supporter of this event, hasn't he? 13th consecutive Indonesia Open.
Yeah. I was actually coaching the last tournament that he, the first tournament he played here. That was my last Indonesia Open as coach.
Really? 2008?
Yeah, it was.
6-4.
So I think basically it depends whether he can be selected for the World Championship on home soil. I think if he's in a position where he can do that, then he might choose that as the retirement date.
Yeah.
There's also, it could also be Denmark Open, where there's a better opportunity to sort of celebrate it. We saw the lovely testimonial day Gracia Pauli had here. Vittinghus securing the first Danish Thomas Cup win will always have a special spot in Danish badminton history.
6-0.
Yeah.
But if he's not able to maintain motivation or playing level, then it could be earlier, I suppose.
Well, let's not speculate too much about that. Let's enjoy the Vittinghus while we can. He's always a player that's just given 100% commitment, and not just in a match, in every rally. He's never averse to throwing himself around the court in an effort to retrieve the shuttle.
No, I don't know. Hasn't he cut down a little bit as he got older here? I think the risk is too high nowadays.
I think you may be right.
He's definitely still throwing himself. But
yeah. Oh, that's a nice shot from Ginting. It's been most peculiar scoring pattern so far. Hasn't it? 4 straight points to Ginting, then 6 straight points to Vittinghus, and now another 4 straight points. 5 straight points to Ginting. Yeah, well taken.
So
what has Vittinghus got to do to negate the speed of Ginting?
Yeah.
Tactically, is there something he can try to do, or not really?
Good question. Oh, terrible goal.
Service over. 10-7.
Well, I think he will try to, if he's forced to lift, I think he will try to lift high, and then
11-7 interval.
basically cover the straight one, mostly cover the straight one. That's what I would advise him to do.
Oh, error on the return of serve after a service error. It's not what the Dane wanted.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, I'm not sure we came in time to hear anything that Thomas Stangor was saying.
Oh, there was a presentation going on the adjacent court, and that sort of blurred a lot. I heard that he said you need to accelerate. That's the problem.
12-7.
I don't know if he's he looks a little bit nervous or not totally focused in. That was a good shot. Good cross. That was a good shot from Ginting.
Oh, that's a beauty. Oh! A lucky neck cord for
Service
Vittinghus.
over. 8-12.
And a little smile from Ginting as well.
Whenever he has the chance, Vittinghus, to play it downwards and still stay in balance, he shouldn't go for the winner necessarily whenever he has the chance, but just play it downwards below the tape. Focus on the front court because he's got so many deceptions, Ginting. So the most important thing is to stay in balance so that you can still play on. And if he's forced to lift,
Service
then lift.
over.
extremely high, so
13-8.
hopefully the timing is a little bit off and get some angles on his defense so that Ginting cannot run in direct lines forward.
Well left.
Service over.
I think 2 of his
9-13.
last 3 serves have been service errors.
Yeah, it looks strange. I don't know, it might be me reading too much into it, but I think he's been sort of...
10-13.
I think he's been worried whether he had the speed to compete. Ginting on center court in Indonesia.
What an experience.
Yeah.
It was interesting because when I bumped into him at the hotel, he was saying, Jill, you know, what were the crowds like in your day? Did you get the same sort of atmosphere? And I said, absolutely. And he was asking me whether, you know, when I see players walk in, whether I also get that tingle, you know, and I can relate to it totally, you know.
The only thing was they smoked back then.
They did, so it was a bit of a smog coming into the arena. But, you know, what the players are experiencing now, I mean, the Indonesian fans are fanatical about their badminton. For years they've loved this event and supported this event. Well, this is a great comeback.
Yeah. And he has succeeded in sort of taking the pace out of the match. Vittinghus.
So the 5-point deficit has been closed. 13 all.
Playing those well into the court, Vittinghus, so that Ginting cannot go sharp himself. That's well played.
Yeah, into the lead.
And looking for the lifts from Ginting and try to intercept them. So one of the things that Ginting needs to do on those flat shots into the court is he's got to put a deception on and play it long line. Excellent play.
Oh, he's missed it! It got Ginting out of position.
Service over, 14
all.
all.
And he hit it wide. Would you believe it?
Good recovery from Ginting on that one there.
Thank you.
There's one left.
Service over, 15-14.
Sit Ginting. As long as he's got no control over those, difficult to put pressure on Vittinghus.
Oh, what an edge shot. That is
Service
perfection
over,
from Hans-Kristian.
15 all.
Look at the balance and poise as he lunges forward to the net. Oh yes. Well, the lift from Vittinghus. was just about on the double service line, therefore it really invited the attacking play.
16-15.
But it was a lovely smash from this man nonetheless. Good retrieving initially from Vittinghus. He's always good value to watch.
17-15.
Look at that effort. Doesn't give up on the rally.
No. I think it was a good thing he didn't go away. He would have just gotten another turn in the carousel.
Look at that net shot again from Ginting. Short left and a wonderful smash. Well, the short lift, in my opinion, was forced
18-15.
by the quality of the net shot from Ginting.
Yeah. There was a shot previous to that lift, or the net shot from Ginting. That was the problem. We saw it a little bit earlier as well when he was late on the front court. Vittinghus was trying to play the net. It's just prolonging the inevitable. That's the way to do it from a Danish perspective.
Service
Basically
over. 16-18.
The net out of play. So you're only playing on the two service fields. Yep. Excellent.
17-18.
To sort of counter this, he's got to play receptions, he's got to play cross net. And you would say the risk is that he sort of sets it up so Vittinghus can play close net, but if Vittinghus plays close net, Ginting is good enough to play close back.
Yeah.
So it's not really a risk. Trouble.
Oh. That could prove costly.
Service over. 19-17.
Oh, loose net shot.
From Ginting.
Yeah, it was, and then from Vittinghus as well, and went into the net.
He was anticipating that well, Vittinghus. The look of anguish, the look of disappointment from Vittinghus.
Not totally committed. Look at the way he's going backwards now.
Yeah.
He's anticipating Ginting will get it.
3 game point opportunities for Anthony Ginting. Opening game to the Olympic bronze medalist. Anthony Ginting, 21-17
First game
in
won by
18 minutes.
Sinisuka, Ginting, 21-17.
Well, it was a good opening game.
Yang penting kamu rekodnya dia kamu undang siap aja baru taruh ya supaya dia belakang, oke? Jangan di depan itu ngebut kan tadi dia kaget terus.
这么热是反感的，我见你之前不热的，颜色der. Vigtigt for en del mere forbanen, fordi det bliver svært at spille bagbanen, hvis vi ikke har ham lidt fremad først, ikke? Spændende side på den
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Thank you, Anthony.
So Anthony Ginting, the
Second
number
game.
5 seed, one game to the good
Level.
against Hans-Kristian Vittinghus.
Play.
Managed to catch anything that was said to Vittinghus?
Some tiny bits that was important to play the front court and sort of try to drag Ginting a little bit forward, because otherwise it would be difficult to play it over him.
One
I
love.
think if he's going to play it over him, I think a lot of the times he will do it to the long forehand corner, which is a little bit slower than the backhand side, but maybe I misunderstood that. We'll have to see. But I think actually a quite good first game by Vittinghus, because if we look at the advantage Ginting has in speed and in touch at the net, then it's just significant in an arena like this.
Missed it. But given that comment, Steen, about his touch at the net, and we were talking about it in the opening game, I'm surprised that the coaching has been that Vittinghus should use the net more.
Yeah, that's the thing, whether it's just the long shots into the double service line or the net, that's difficult to say. I hope it's the double line, so it's just the front court instead of the
actual net shot,
specific net area.
Yeah,
because I think that's going to be very, very difficult for him to challenge Ginting there. So I think he should basically just continue with what he's doing. It takes a lot of discipline.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Yeah.
What a lovely drop shot. Lovely angle too from Ginting.
Service over.
And as we discussed, these angles
2-1.
is super important also when the shots get more flat. Play that angle because you keep the pace in the shuttle, in the shot, so to speak. It's going wide. It's really difficult to hit that corner
3-1.
with accuracy.
Yeah, wasn't thinking about the drift. Vittinghus. Look at the speed forward there of Ginting. Oh. Well, I like the idea. Execution, not to match.
5-1.
Oh, look at that net shot. That's a beauty from
Service
Vittinghus.
over 2-5. Folks.
Where do you think Vittinghus rates his
Service
only
over,
Super Series
6-2.
title, the Australian Open, in 2016, in comparison to his 5 medals at Thomas Cup?
I think the Thomas Cup gold is absolutely on top.
Yeah.
And then I think
Service over
the
3-6.
Super Series win is second. And I think his European medal is third. I mean, the bronze medals in Thomas Cup, they sort of go out of play after the gold is rated 1.
Yeah. What about his final at the event in
Service over,
Thailand last year,
7-3.
the Toyota Thailand Open, Super 1000 event?
It's probably also quite high on the list.
Yeah.
And, I don't think it beats the 3 other
Service
mentioned
over 4-7.
tournaments, but I think now that I look at this here, I think that we're seeing Vittinghus' last Indonesia Open as a player, and I think that that was perhaps why he looked a little bit off in the beginning of the match, because I think he's got. It's not 100%, so there's definitely a chance that he will be back next year, but I think he has a quite good imagination that this is probably going to be his last tournament in this arena.
And probably wanting, oh dear, that's a shocking serve, wanting to savour and take in and appreciate the feeling and the atmosphere.
Yes, but you also want to play the match, and that's the dilemma in it.
Yeah.
Because when you're invested in the match, you don't hear too much of what's going on.
Oh my goodness gracious!
If it is his last match, he's exploring every corner of the arena.
9-4.
Good shot, good shot. That's important for Ginting to get the cross in, keep the other areas open.
10-4.
Yeah, that's well judged. Do you know, I
Service
thought that
over,
might have a chance of coming
5-10.
back in.
Yeah.
It's very well judged from Vittinghus.
Service
So it's
over.
limit game interval
11-5
with
interval.
a 6-point advantage. Anthony Ginting. Yeah, wonderful net shot. Once again, Vittinghus trying to give the shuttle as much air as possible.
Sekarang dia nggak siap banget ya. Itu doang sih. Soalnya kamu siap aja defense itu. Paling dari sana dia. Tapi walaupun datang kamu siap ke belakang.
Court 1, 20 1, 20 seconds.
The Danish flag above his court. 2 Danes have won the Indonesia Open men's singles.
11,
Jorgensen
5.
back in 2014,
Play.
8 years ago, and of course the defending champion Victor Axelsen. But it wasn't in this arena last year. Oh, did well there, Ginting.
12, 5.
Oh, the backhand smash from Vittinghus.
13, 5.
He was already there. Ginting had read the shot. And it's going to be a very, very tough upper part of the draw for tomorrow's quarterfinal.
Oh yes, lovely angle. It was Ginting who was absolutely commanding the rally, dictating the pace.
14, 5.
Yeah, top half of the draw, Steve. The Olympic champion, the defending champion, Victor Axelsen. If Ginting comes through this, which is looking likely to do, the Olympic bronze medalist, playing the Olympic gold medalist in the quarter-final.
Asian Games champion.
Asian...
2018. No,
that was
Christie.
That was Christie.
Oh.
But we've got the world champion in the top half of the draw, and Lee Si-ja, who's a former All England champion. All 4 in the top half. That's a tough old
Service
draw.
over, 6, 14.
Yeah, look at that. He's got so many options, Ginting, because he gets back so quickly in court. And then by the time he's leaping forward. Look at that.
Exactly. So he's also quicker on the follow-up.
Yeah.
Service over, 7, 15.
It wasn't the best of serves.
Good shot.
Oops.
Cross defense. Oi.
Yeah. All sorts of trouble. Vittinghus was trying to anticipate the drop shot, over-committing.
And this is why I think he feels that the first game was a lot more fun than the second game here, because Ginting has been totally dominating.
Oh, well taken.
Service over, 8, 16.
Can't afford loopy cross-court net shots against a man as quick as Ginting.
17-8. 18-8.
And one of the issues for all of Ginting's opponents is that he's so quick that you feel that you've got to hit a better and better shot against them to make any inroads. 2 points away, Anthony Ginting from the second quarter-final at his home event, 7 years after his first. Match point opportunities.
20, match point 8.
Moment of defiance from Vittinghus.
Service over, 9-20.
Well, the fans may have been cheering Ginting, but they've certainly shown respect to this man. It's very popular here in Indonesia. It's learning Bahasa. But it's still match point opportunities for the Olympic bronze medalist. Now, second time of asking. 21-17, 21-9. Yeah. Great sportsmanship. What a lovely moment between the two players. Huge respect for each other. Friends off court. But the Indonesian flags are waved because Anthony Ginting is through to the quarter-final, and I suspect by his reaction there, Vittinghus waving to the fans here in Ustora, I suspect that's a fond farewell from this very likeable Dane at this particular event. 21-17, 21-9 in a match lasting 36 minutes. Well, Anthony Ginting will play against the Olympic champion tomorrow in the quarter-final. So 7 matches complete on second round action here from the Indonesia Open. And after that men's singles, we turn our